Hello guys, welcome back in today's crypto technical analysis. Today, as usual, we'll do a multiple time frame analysis for BTC. However, before we start, I've got a small request. If you guys are learning and enjoying from the contents, do not forget to like the video, and if you're new to the channel, subscribe and activate the bell so you do not miss the accurate market updates. Well, I'm not going to spend a lot of time for the weekly time frame. The resistance levels are exactly the same that we've been covering in the last few months. However, support levels that you have to pay in attention based on a mid and higher time frame, $17,000 and $17,500. Moving on to a daily time frame. Based on a daily time frame, 60,000, 59,500. We lost, retested it. First leg down, a bit of consolidation with a fake out based on a daily time frame. Single resistance after $60,000. We had a single resistance between $52,000 and $48,000. And we saw second leg down, a little bit consolidation. That I would consider that as a final leg down with a second leg down. And in the 4 months plus, we're consolidating at around $25,000 and $18,500. So as you see, it is very early since we lost $60,000. We haven't seen any trend change except this. And I mentioned that back in those days, it's highly likely that we're going to see another rejection after $52,000. Overall, from $60,000 all the way $17,500, we saw 70% dump in the market. However, average from $52,000 between 48. If we're going to take it average at around $50,000, we saw another massive dump in the market, nearly 65%, with the current price action, nearly 60% dump in the market. So the conclusion is going to be, without seeing a decent trend change based on a daily time frame, it's going to be early for us to talk about the bullish trend change based on a higher time frame. So the levels are, you see 618, the golden pocket, 22,800 was another important daily resistance. And then in the last few days that we are rejecting from 21,000 all the way up to 25,000. With a $50-$60 difference, we are getting rejection right from $20,500. And that's a heavy daily resistance. In the coming days, without claiming 21,700, ideally $22,000, it's going to be early for us to talk about the trend change based on a daily time frame. These 20,500 as well as $22,000 we keep mentioning in the past few weeks. Moving on to 4-hour time frame. Before we move on to 4-hour time frame, before and after from the last video, as I mentioned to you guys, we have 618 plus the daily time frame, and as long as we're going to stay above this resistance, 20,000 above, and we're going to face $20,600 and $700. And today's price action earlier on, 20 minutes ago, that I made an update, as you can see, the price literally dumped to all the way up to upper level of the $20,000, this support, and then we're getting rejection one after another in the last few hours from 0.618 as well as the upper line of this resistance. For the market and instant updates, altcoin setups, you can follow me via Twitter at @the_magnate. These are the exact support and resistance levels that we've been following since the mid of September. First exit setup came at around $25,000, $24,800. For the conservative traders, the trend change based on a 4-hour time frame, it was $23,500 all the way up to $23,000. We saw first leg down from 0.618. We saw another leg down, and then we ended up in this local support level. Average from, if you exited from $24,800, $25,000, we saw 25% dump in the market. However, from $23,000, $23,500 for the conservative traders, we saw another massive dump, which is a 20% dump in the market. If you remember, end of September as well as the beginning of October, without claiming this resistance as a support, it's going to be early for us to talk about the trend change based on a 4-hour time frame. As you see, first rejection, second rejection, each and every single time, the price action ended up literally in this local support box. And also I mentioned that the resistance levels are changing. Now the important resistance is going to be this level, which is going to be $20,000 without claiming this level. And every single time I was kept mentioning that 4-hour looks bearish. And as a result, we will see further consolidation in the market. So 3 times actually we tested this local support level. However, once we came to this lower time frame support, as I mentioned that, you see the rejection after rejection, claim this one, resistance as a support, then 2-hour as well as the 4-hour will give us a bullish signal. So that was a first resistance, came down to the second one for the trend change, and the last resistance was this one, and finally 4-hour started flashing a bullish setup. First target met, second target met, as well as the daily, that was a third target. and that daily confluence with a higher time frame Fibonacci 618, as you can see. So altogether, since we broke this lower time frame resistance, first target met, that was a 4%, the second target met another 7%, all the way up to this daily resistance, as well as the 618, we saw 9.5% pump in the market. If you want to learn all these technical analysis, what I'm showing, and if you want to become an independent professional trader, or you're interested in the institutional trading system, you can message me via Telegram at Magnate8. And one-on-one intense masterclass is available, where I'm going to teach you how to become a profitable and professional trader in the market. And it only takes you 5 to 10 hours to master this all. And during the course, you will learn day trading, scalping, swing, and as well as the long-term as an investor trading systems. Moving on with our analysis. Lower time frames are underwater. As long as we're going to be above for 4-hour time frame, this resistance that's going to be, which is acting as a support, 20,000, ideally $19,700, $800, then the 4-hour may enter into a consolidation zone. However, losing this level, the 4-hour will literally be under the bear's control, and then highly likely in the first place we will test the local resistance, and that may be followed by the local support. If we're going to come and lose this level, highly likely we might see a new lows in the coming days. However, it is slightly early for us to discuss it, and I will be keeping an eye on to this level in the coming days. Bullish scenario, if we're going to claim as a support this resistance, and then we've got other levels which I mentioned in the previous videos, as you remember, those levels are going to be this time claiming this resistance as a support, 618, as well as the daily won't be an issue, and the first resistance is going to be $21,800 all the way up to $22,300, $200. However, we have to keep an eye on to this support as well as the upper line of this resistance plus the 618, the golden pocket. Ideally, we'll have to stay above $20,800, $20,700, and then we can talk the upper levels. 2-hour time frame. Based on a 2-hour time frame, as soon as we got rejection right, first rejection, second rejection, and today we're getting a third rejection right from 0.618, the local Fibonacci level. And when you're in a range, you better take the local Fib levels as well as the local horizontal SR levels as well. As I said, as long as we're going to lose this level, 2-hour will enter back into the consolidation level. So the 2-hour is a bit weak and fainting. If we're going to lose in the coming days $20,100, $20,000, 2-hour will be heavily under the bear's control. But as you can see, based on a 2-hour time frame, we've got 1 hour 27 minutes. As soon as we touched the lower line of this resistance, which is acting as a support, then we started pumping. And that's good. These levels are good for the scalpers as long as you know what you're doing in the market. And the support and the resistance levels are exactly the same for 2-hour time frame as well. Without claiming $20,800, it's going to be early, as I said, to talk about the bullish scenario. So 2-hour at the moment isn't under consolidation. 4-hour time frame, we have to keep an eye on to this resistance as well as the support level, which is at around 20,000 and 19,800 levels. We came to an end of this episode, and if you guys enjoyed it, do not forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next